I'm Marty Stauffer. None of Earth's creatures displays a more dazzling assortment of color than nature's flowers on the wing. But to see butterflies as mere ornaments to paint or to catch is only part of the picture. There's a world of hidden magic beneath their kaleidoscopic color. A closer look at these miraculous little flying machines reveals that they taste with their feet, smell with their antennae, and see colors that we cannot. They appeared on Earth 120 million years ago, even before birds, and long before humans. Each butterfly reproduces a generation a month, and they actually outnumber ants. Their transformation from beast to beauty remains one of nature's unsolved mysteries. Let's watch the unfolding of the beauty of butterflies. There are 700 species of North American butterflies. This monarch and zebra swallowtail get some quick energy from the nectar found in blossoms. While the butterfly is nectaring, it's also pollinating plants. The colorful butterfly weed is a popular feeding station. The blossom actually grabs the monarch's feet, and sticky pollen clings to its legs in the butterfly's struggle to free itself. Butterflies have their own built-in straw, called a proboscis, which rolls in and out. Drinking the sweet nectar provides the fuel needed to mate and defend their territories. Since butterflies live only 3 to 10 days, there's a lot of work to be done in a short time. These spice bush swallowtails have one thing in mind: finding a mate. Females must mate on their first day of emergence. Males stake out a territory by perching on a brightly colored flower or cruising along a raised area of land. Mating involves a complex and ritualistic courtship, which may take a few minutes or several hours. Since most males and females have the same coloring, males give off special perfumes called pheromones to advertise themselves. Another male arrives too late to take part. Females of other species, such as the zebra swallowtail, nectar along the way to keep up their strength. Butterflies appear to dance together many times during the ritual of courtship and mating. Once a female has mated, she must look for the appropriate place to lay her eggs. Yellow and white sulfurs prefer clover. Most butterfly larvae feed exclusively on one host plant. Butterflies are smart little botanists. This giant swallowtail scratches, tasting with her feet, before laying her eggs on the wild lime bush leaf. Should she deposit her eggs on the wrong type of host plant, her caterpillar offspring will simply not eat. They will shrivel up and die. It's important that host plants for larvae are available to ensure future colonies of butterflies. Predators, like the praying mantis, are never far away. Beautiful as they are, butterflies are low on the food chain. It's an important role the butterfly cycle plays in the complex world of nature. They are a major food source for birds and insects. This cabbage white becomes a tasty meal as nature strives to maintain its delicate balance. Monarchs lay their eggs only on the milkweed plant. Poisons from the plant ingested in the caterpillar stage are passed on in the pupal stage, thus making the butterflies poisonous to predators. Within 2 to 3 days, a tiny larva or caterpillar will eat its way through the eggshell and begin its short life of 1 to 2 weeks as an awesome eating machine. It devours the surrounding foliage. Since the Ice Age, the Carner blue butterfly has thrived in the scrubby growth of pine bush and oak savannas. With one wing in the grave, the blue's last strongholds are in Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, and New York. Carner blue caterpillars feed exclusively on wild blue lupin plants. In the larval stage, they're considered pests. But remember, what caterpillars destroy, butterflies routinely replace by continual repollination. This could be the last Carner blue you'll ever see. Once, as many as 200 at a time could be seen drinking together, but their numbers are dwindling drastically. Seeming to sense an urgency to reproduce, this male Carner blue attempts to mate with a female whose wings are not yet fully developed. No need to protect the butterfly without thinking of the egg, larval, and pupal stages. The Carner blue female will lay her eggs only on wild blue lupin plants, because that's the only plant her larva will eat. But increased urbanization and insecticides are destroying the lupins. Carner blues can fly only short distances, so relocation is unlikely. Pesticides have almost signed their death warrant. Gorgeous as they are, butterflies do not lead charmed lives. An insidious, not so obvious hazard is the destruction of their habitat. Of late, the Carner blues are losing the battle. The extinction of a species is always cause for concern. This is especially true when the loss is rapid and unnecessary. Natural predators do exist, but humans are the butterfly's primary threat. Although butterflies cannot control hazards caused by humans, they do have some defenses against natural hazards. A major consumer of butterflies, their eggs, and caterpillars, this newly fledged eastern bluebird is constantly on the alert for a meal. In every stage, however, butterflies have had to become distasteful, deceitful, or face extinction. The eyes on this swallowtail caterpillar are not eyes at all, but deceptive spots. Hopefully, they'll frighten off a hungry predator. In the case of the monarch butterfly, the milkweed plant provides it protective ammunition. Living proof of "you are what you eat," the monarch becomes poison on the wing after its caterpillar ingests the distasteful milkweed. It's hard to believe this well-armored caterpillar will transform into a stunningly beautiful swallowtail butterfly. When an enemy threatens, a horrible stench accompanies its two horned projectiles. This display should thwart the most daring intruder. No sane tree frog would consider trying to eat this poisonous monarch caterpillar. Safe from predation, the caterpillar continues its march up the milkweed stalk. This caterpillar is a very fussy eater, but given its favorite choice of food, it will consume many times its weight. For 3 to 4 weeks, it will continue to outgrow its soft, stretchable skin, molting 4 to 6 times. Spinning a silk button, it attaches itself to the underside of a stalk. By moving its head from side to side, the larva draws the silk out to a fine thread, which hardens upon exposure to air. Once securely attached, it slowly loosens its legs, one pair at a time. Within a few minutes, it will shed its final skin through contorted gyrations, wriggling out of its tight garment on the way to becoming a pupa. As if by magic, it transforms into a pendant of jade inlaid with gold. Within a week or two, metamorphosis occurs, and a spectacular monarch butterfly is revealed. The wings are crumpled at first. The newborn butterfly must now pump life into the wings until they harden. Although powdery to the touch, the wing is actually covered with tiny overlapping scales, like shingles on a roof. Each tile serves as a miniature solar panel to absorb the sun's heat and warm body fluids. The adult butterfly is a complex animal compared to its caterpillar. Its eyes can see many more hues than a human's. Wing colorations aid in finding mates. Cold-blooded creatures, butterflies regulate their body temperature by changing the angle of their wings. They seek the ground to warm up, and heights to cool off. The need to bask in the sun is risky business, however. An alert eastern phoebe has a hungry family to feed. Within the scheme of nature's efficient system, this butterfly completes its final mission. From mating and reproducing to rejuvenating its habitat by pollinating plants. Its final contribution is as a food source. That's a lot to accomplish within a 6 to 8 week life cycle. On the prairie, a kestrel watches a western tiger swallowtail, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Even airborne, butterflies cannot escape from all their predators. Bad weather takes its toll on butterflies. Thunderstorms are especially hazardous. How do these delicate creatures survive the elements? Well, some don't. This rain-soaked monarch must stay quiet to conserve energy. At first glance, the monarch might look like a good meal to a hungry young robin, but it's not a wise choice. It does not take the bird long to realize the peril of eating the distasteful monarch. Hopefully, the lesson was well learned. Monarchs break all the butterfly rules. Appropriately named after the British monarch William of Orange, this regal butterfly fears neither being eaten nor freezing in winter. Poisonous to predators, they are free to flap along at leisure. Unlike other butterflies, which winter over as eggs, pupas, or adults, monarchs fly south for the winter. During warm months, monarchs, like other butterfly species, hatch, mate, and die in less than 2 months. But the last monarchs of the season undergo hormonal changes, and the surviving generation migrates as far as 3,000 miles to escape the cold. Mimicry serves an important function in nature. Although this viceroy does not get to accompany the monarch on its winter vacation, its almost identical coloration to the monarch fools predators into thinking it too is poisonous. The smaller viceroy is distinguishable from the monarch by the dark horizontal band near the edge of the wing. At summer's end, the monarch is busy storing fat for the long voyage south. Riding the prevailing wind, 100 million monarchs east of the Rockies descend upon and tent the fir trees of Mexico's mountains near Mexico City. West of the Rockies, some 10 million head for 40 different eucalyptus groves along the coast of Southern California. These masters of the air can travel up to 200 miles a day and fly as high as 7,000 feet. Some say the migration is simply the result of following the milkweed plant southward, but others say these beauties possess an inner compass. The answer could simply be genetic inheritance. The same monarch which flies south returns north in early spring. Monarchs leave their roosting sites after mating in late February or early March, and the age-old cycle begins anew. It's hard to believe the monarch could become extinct, but their winter roosting sites occupy expensive real estate. If these areas continue to be logged and commercially developed, we may soon lose our best known and best loved American butterfly. It's easy to attract butterflies to your own backyard. This comma butterfly is attracted to the sweetness of a fermenting melon. Even an apartment balcony can welcome butterflies. Their needs are simple: sun for basking, a patch of moist earth or casual water, and flowers for nectaring. Remember, spray sparingly. Pesticides kill butterflies and their predators. In the past, butterflies never needed us for survival, but now they do. I can't imagine our world without butterflies. Aside from their fascinating beauty, they regulate plant abundance. And butterflies are important prey species. Disruption down here at the butterfly level causes damage that's felt all the way to the top of the food chain. Like the whooping crane and grizzly bear, these magnificent little creatures also deserve our protection, if not only for their critical role in nature, then certainly for the pleasure we all take in seeing the beauty of butterflies. I'm Marty Stauffer. Until next time, enjoy our wild America.